In the strongest words possible, especially the scheme to link the Honorable Gachagua to the demonstrations by Gen Zs on Wednesday. I mean, and I think I take great exception to the statement by Honorable Murkomen yesterday when addressing police officers, where he assured them and told them to shoot to kill, because he told them that the guns that they carry are not ornaments and that they should use them. And at the end of it, he concluded by saying that those were not his orders, they were orders from above. And so the above can only be President Ruto. And what I got from that is that President Ruto has ordered the killings of innocent Kenyans, unarmed, especially our youth. And so we want to tell them that actually Murkomen displayed his ignorance yesterday, because you cannot tell us that Rigathi Gachagua, that you only got to know that Rigathi Gachagua organized these youths after the loss of life and destruction of property. If you have any IS in this particular country, they should have been able to get that information, if true, that Rigathi Gachagua was organizing this, and they should have been able to foil. We know that this destruction of property was targeted, and it was aimed at and targeted at businesses, especially owned by people from Mount Kenya, in order for them to be able to show that the demos were organized by Mount Kenya and were targeting the people of Mount Kenya. It will not work. People are not stupid. And we want to also tell Murkomen, please, when you are in the Senate as majority leader, we thought that you are a promising leader. We thought that you are a reasonable leader. But today you have suspended any reasoning. And we want to tell you that you cannot, if you have become ignorant and blind because of power and money, because you are the symbol of opulence in this country, then don't think that the Kenyans are stupid. And we know, I also want to take great exception of the statements made by Junet Mohammed to show that this was a Kikuyu affair. We want to tell them that the Kikuyu of this country have a right. They do not exist in this country at the pleasure of President Ruto or Murkomen or Junet Mohammed. They are there by right. And for them to trivialize demonstrations that were happening countrywide and portray it as a Kikuyu affair, it was unfortunate. And Junet Mohammed is another person that is very disappointing. And we want to tell Junet, by the way, and ODM, you know, if you take away somebody's husband, you do not have to keep, demonizing the first wife. If you want to blackmail the husband. For us, we have no use for this husband now. This for us is a worthless husband. You do not have to keep, demonizing Rigathi Gachagua about your new husband. You have taken him. We have no use for him. Please enjoy your illegitimate relationship with your husband. We have no use for that husband. And please let our people be. Let Kenyans be. Address the issues affecting the youth. The youth of this country are asking for jobs. The youth of this country are protesting against the killing of their colleagues. The youth of this country want to be sure that education will be available and accessible to all, regardless of the ability, the financial ability of your parents. These are the issues. Address them. Please give our youth the right to be. And we want to also remind President Ruto that the killings that have happened, the youths that have been killed, nobody was born before 2022 when you were elected as president. These people were living in this country. We want to remind you that the cabinet may serve at your pleasure. Your appointees may serve at your pleasure, but we want to tell you, President Ruto, we do not exist in this country in your at your pleasure. We are here by right, and we are not going to allow you to take away this right for us to live in this country. You just became president the other day. You have to let us continue living the way we are living.
I represent Kipipiri, Nyandarua County. The debate in Parliament yesterday is highly regrettable. A debate that was selective to speak on damage, looting, and such, clearly indicating property is much more valuable than the lives of the people. What the debate was targeting is to show that some people want power through the back door. I want to say this hour, no one is interested to take power through the back door. This government will be removed constitutionally, and that is clear. They are counting their days and they know the date of election. No one also is interested even to get that power to lead a nation where 90% of the population are not seeing the same page with you. The Gen Z have been announcing of 25th of June to commemorate their colleagues who died in their cause, and the government know why. They agitate for aid of abduction, for police brutality, for misplaced priority, where we give about 17 billion to the State House and presidency, while education, healthcare is collapsing. So in brief, Rais Ruto, no one is interested to take your power. Continue enjoying the next 2 years, but leave the youthful generation to demonstrate. For Murkomen, to say that when any visitor come to the police station should be shot is highly regrettable, unacceptable, and can only display your ignorance. Murkomen, I want to tell you, the police stations do not belong to you, neither the policemen and the policewomen. You are just a minister of interior who should even resign for misleading the president. And as leaders here in the current opposition, we really sympathize with our president, because if the advice are coming from Akina Murkomen, from Junet, from Ishongwa, leaders who are blind, they cannot see the reality of the youths of this country. They are saying, please do not kill us. What harm is that to the government? How can a youth overthrow a government with a bottle of water, a flag, and a phone? They are cowards, and they should not retaliate with guns. So if they say the Gen Zs are anarchists, we are the mothers and fathers of Gen Zs. For the age of the speaker, Honorable Moses Wetangula, the Gen Zs are your grandson and your granddaughters. So if Gen Zs are anarchists, then we are all anarchists.
Strange claim by the majority leader to claim that the former deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, had planned to kill his parents on Wednesday. I would wonder if there is any fool left in this country to believe such lies. They blamed Rigathi Gachagua on so many things, resulting from the demonstrations on Wednesday. I also wondered, and one would ask, is it Rigathi Gachagua who sent goons to come and overturn the flower pots in the city of Nairobi? Is it Rigathi Gachagua who sent goons in Githurai to come and break into Cooperative Bank, Githurai branch, looting it? Is it Gachagua who sent goons, as they claim, from Mount Kenya to come and break into Kasmat supermarket in Githurai? Is it Rigathi Gachagua who sent goons from Mount Kenya, as they claim, also to break into another branch of Kasmat supermarket, right at the roundabout of Githurai roundabout, at Githurai roundabout? They took 5 hours Goons took 5 hours to break into that supermarket on a broad daylight. They had luxury of time. And I believe, because the deployment of security was done selectively, I believe police officers were told to keep off in Githurai so that the goons can have the luxury of time to root and to break into those supermarkets. Was Rigathi Gachagua all over the whole country, where the demonstrations took place. If it is Rigathi Gachagua who had directed this, then he must be very strong if he has this capacity. He must be very influential. And he even deserves to become the president of this country, if that is the type of influence he has. Thank you.